Hello, y'all. Welcome to another BMBBH. I'm Kev. I'm the 40 plus guy that calls himself the Weekend Warrior. So, once again, welcome. And I see people are already in the chat. So, thanks for being the first ones here. Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power, Dane Wan, Shaka Nulu. What's going on? And yes, Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power, we will be getting into some simp shit tonight. So yeah. By the way, you're welcome. On that avatar compliment, yeah. I did the little free trial of AI just to see what they'll come up with. I think that's me as a Viking or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I thought it was pretty cool myself because in that picture I look like somebody that I wouldn't want to mess with. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about or to gloat on an avatar. We'll talk about how we are as a people. And you know what? I mean, I can say stuff because I feel as if I'm getting and I'm growing tired of this having to do this one thing. But it's like, it's just, I'm just this angry uncle figure that just look at social media and just be like, God damn, it's like, why was this whole social media given to us in the first place? If anything, we as black men, and I'm not talking about all of us, should have used this as an opportunity to try to foster some change with actual planning. But, we don't do that. What we do is we allow the opinion of the modern basic female in Western world come in and shape our opinions, and then some of us act like that it's the heterosexual thing to do is to turn to their point of view. Which, I mean, like I was telling somebody earlier, we're all grown. We make our own decisions. We have our own opinions. But at the same time, I have a right to scoff at that opinion. Here's the point that I'm going to make tonight is that we as a people, when I say black people, melanated people in Western culture, because that's what I know. We are overly fucking sensitive. We're very sensitive. And let me tell you why. This whole passport bros narrative really is an indictment of black people in general. Because when you want to be part of a community, you want to be proud of that community. When you don't want to be part of that community, you want to leave, you want to depart. We have a people that doesn't think it's so bad when the females leave, but not only when the females, well, not sorry, let's males. I'm sorry, I'm totally talking about males. Not only when the males leave is scoffed at, but now all of a sudden it's looked at as a bad thing, and this really should make black men understand how important they really are, despite how people may feel about us. If they're so heated about a few black men leaving, then they really do think black men are important, and they be on some cap shit when they come to these platforms. Because the end thing and the trend is dragging black men. Every stupid little thing that we do gets dragged, and if it's stupid, yeah, maybe it does need to get dragged. You know, Black men receive criticism far better than any other group of people I see. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say heterosexual black men receive criticism far better than any other group of men. The creation of a space of the black manosphere was created supposedly to counteract propaganda and to uplift black men, no matter how much people think that's a lie. If you want to put your weight of the space on two or three content creators, then my assessment of you is that you're just trying to be ignorant. But hey, you know what? There's people who frequent this space every day who have a different opinion. But anyway, anyway, we don't have a choice. We as black men, we do receive criticism. Criticism. Keyword criticism. Not insults, not digs, not attacks on us personally, which most of us can take anyway, but then start to put attacks on our friends, attacks on our families. And when it goes back to the root cause of it, is always because of a disagreement. And the disagreement here is brothers shouldn't leave the community. Brothers should stay. Brothers should help build. Brothers should build. Brothers need to be the protectors and the providers of the community. Brothers should appreciate being black more than anyone. And we're treated as such. We're treated as such in all of this stuff. What we should be doing instead of what we are doing. Here's the harshest truth ever. The black men that are still in this community or the ta, as Shaka Nulu says, they're here because they want to be here. Because they want to be here. Meaning that we had to really, really, really want to be here in order to stay. If we want to be here remaining amongst Western cultured blacks, it's because we really, really, really want to be here. Because believe me, the way in 2023 that our own people see black men, which I mean, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Go outside these spaces and watch YouTube and Facebook, Twitter. Hell, go to fucking Walmart. If you peel back the layer of bullshit and this whole reality that you're trying to create instead of the actual reality, if you get past that, you'll probably be like, I'm out this bitch. You have to really, really accept that things are in a miserable state in order to be okay with staying. And it's okay to be that way because at least you see the bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. It either you're stupid and you just don't see it, or you see it and you're just shaking your fucking head. Because that's what it is these days. Y'all can use it, the tie. Yeah, the tie. And nobody's going to want to admit this. The black men that are still here really want to be here because there's really no reason for us to stay. It seriously isn't. Some of us, we'll find motivation within our families. Maybe we like the hometown that we're from, or we like what we accomplish here over in this USA, and maybe a few of us have really, really good stable jobs. I can understand those guys. But I'll say this, and this is the argument that the other side puts up. If you really, really are displeased with being here, you have the option to leave. Why don't you just leave? But I'm sure a lot of you have heard enough of that. Some passport bros are out. What really sickens me is when something happens to a black man in another country, he's labeled as of late, he's labeled a passport bro, and you got a bunch of black people that's keep their asses stuck over here and not trying to really get out there and see the world in general, celebrating the unfortunate incident that happened to the young man. Now, I'm not talking about old Drello Fresh, whatever his name is, because I kind of had fun with that short. I mean, it's pretty stupid to be somewhere broke and you tricking on hoes. You are recording yourself tricking on hoes, and then you're sitting up here doing a live begging for $100 to get home. It is the dumbest fucking shit. Here's the thing: it's not actually about leaving the states. It's about involving. Put that on the screen. Here's the thing: it's not about actually leaving the states. It's about not involving yourself in the bullshit. It's about knowledge of self. I totally agree with that. A lot of people, they just don't want to. It's not that a lot of the negative bullshit that happens to black men, and this is a general consensus, makes them want to leave. The negative bullshit makes them want to see if something else is out there. Is there a better life? We're told all the time, you ain't got to stay in this scope. Those are just the people you grew up around. Go out and see this place. And then when black men go out and see the place, then there's all this fucking confusion. I mean, how many of you black men heard that in your life? Your neighborhoods are problematic. Maybe your families are kind of problematic. I'm not saying that to take a swipe at you. And then, and then you don't like the environment. And then someone all of a sudden comes out of nowhere and tells you, hey, there's more to life than this. Travel, go see this place. Go have some experiences. Maybe you'll find something else. Now that black men for some reason in droves are taking that advice, now there's a problem. Now there's a problem. What up, Greg? Now there's a problem. And then I've said this before, and it's like beating a dead horse. But here's the thing: that horse ain't dead at all. That horse is running the goddamn fuck around. That's not a dead. What I'm about to say is not a dead horse at all. Black men can't do shit without someone complaining. Can't have a podcast. Can't have a passport. Can't breathe. It's ridiculous. There's a guy that's having a damn panel right now. Dick Police and the Passport Bros. Who makes time like several fucking times? Like just like people on these places like Facebook and Twitter. Who has time to sit up there and complain about a group of men all fucking day, several times a day, 7 days a fucking week? That's what they used to say about me. You don't do nothing but bash black women. That's what happens when you talk about black folks, and then people start cherry picking. I'm like, hell, I'm the person that doesn't mind stepping up to a motherfucker that's popular on a social media website and say, this is a dumbass way of thinking. And then our overly sensitive asses, here we are again. Every time somebody disagrees with us, we go to crying. We want to attack the man personally. Go search for photos of him and his family. Docs. What do y'all think is going to happen if you have to admit you're wrong? The world's going to call you a dumbass? No, the world's only going to call you a dumbass if you do dumbass shit. That's the only way. If you don't do dumbass shit, you got nothing to worry about. But in cases of a disagreement, hell, just admit you're wrong in front of everybody if you are wrong and just move on. You could be right about something else. But we don't get that. We want to beef with motherfuckers because hey, they one up you. And this is this whole passport bro thing. Black folks feel one upped. We feel one upped. No longer do they have to put up with our crap. They can just leave. And what's wrong with going where you feel appreciated? Going where you're happy, going to where you can have a good time, even if that good time is costly and stupid. I'm sure while that good time was going on, you wasn't thinking about none of that shit. You were just having a good time. But 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 who are we that are sitting over here, not really stuck in the states, but choosing to remain in the states? Who are we? Who are we to sit there and hate on that? Hating on somebody who's actually getting out here and seeing this world. Now I'm about to make a very flagrant statement that is off topic. But for these 10 people I have watching, hopefully you're pressing like. That's not the flagrant part. Everybody on Saturday night, I feel like many of those people that are watching them should be watching me. I mean, and then you're like, who, Kev? Are you being passive aggressive? Who are you talking about? Anybody. So with some persistence and some consistency, yes, this Saturday night broadcast will grow again. Just feeling some type of way, but hey, you know what? If you want to express if you're feeling some type of way, this is the place to do it on YouTube. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest, and Kev is your host, the Weekend Warrior. So back to the topic. I don't know. I guess I'm looking at a bunch of black men that's getting out here, and you know, a couple of them are making mistakes. I've heard a couple people gotten killed in other countries. See, when you spread a horrible narrative about a certain group of men, then the other countries are going to retaliate. And a lot of countries don't have that kind of restraint with black people, not just black men, black people, as the United States does. And that's saying that is a stretch. Because many things have happened to us while we're over here in the United States. But I guarantee you, at least there's some type of systemic justice system. Shit. In other countries, in some places, we just fucked. It doesn't even have to be a reason. It's just being caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. And what this little passport bro narrative is doing is like I seen a YouTuber. I might just show the screenshot tonight saying that I'm gonna label any black until they make a list. I'm gonna label any black man a passport bro. Which, like I said, it for these guys who don't really look at racism and white supremacy as a problem, if they put that argument up, look at what black people are doing to us, look at what black people are saying about us. If they use that as I'm just going a black man, a denizen of the gynocracy. Oh, I said gynocracy. Ooh. Saying that he'll label any black man, use his platform to say that he'll label any black man a passport bro until they make a list of who the passport bros are. I was like, wow, this man is on some goofy shit. I mean, people already see it as wrong for a black man to say if you want this and done, this that done, black woman, you gotta act right. That's called shame, blame, and explain. But I'm gonna address this person, Taz, yeah, Taz, that motherfucker, fucking Z, Taz. I mean, shit. If and I'll tell Taz, like I tell any black woman, if you want a positive response, my brother, from the other brothers, I'm gonna tell you like I tell them old janky ass broads, don't be a bitch. I mean, you ain't gotta do it. I mean, I ain't make you ashamed to be a bitch and not anything else. I'm just saying. If your effort is to tear down modern black culture, yeah, in the West, if that's what your effort is, then you should be pushed back against. And somebody need to have the nuts to do it. Shit's ridiculous. Motherfucking black men take more shit than anyone. Take it and love it. Think you can have another. Like, what is wrong with some of you guys out here? Shit. Black people had this feeling of rejection. There's always been these arguments. Who can take rejection the worst? Who takes rejection the worst? Is it the black man or the black woman? Now, to answer that question is the B-Dub. And I mean, this is a pure D example of it. But let's just take that out of the equation for a second. Because, see, it's B-Dubs and black men, Negroes, Negras, all these, whatever you want to call us, Nakers. It's been many of us as of late. Like I was saying earlier, it's an indictment of the top. You got so many people that want to leave right now because as of late, it's like, and really this is the politician's fault. As far as the media goes, just being black is just a virtue signal at this point. The blackest thing I see people do on a regular basis is congratulate celebrities. That's the blackest thing, the black celebrities. And it always be some old strange nigga like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, or Russell Wilson, or Lori Harvey. There's never anything that's like anybody that's worth a fuck. I mean, something Denzel, but only when Denzel is saying that. Well, how I made a marriage worth. I kept my mouth shut. That's the only full recognition he gets, outside of being a phenomenal actor, of course. But that's the blackest thing we do. Everyone else is just fodder. We're beefing. We're taking shots at each other all the time. If like say for this platform YouTube, if somebody does better than someone else, then all this heat goes toward the guy that's doing better. Shoot, it's disgusting. When I look at some of these passport bros, I was like, yeah, these dudes just get roasted on a regular basis. Which brings me to one of my other points. Hell, if you rejected a certain group of guys, why the fuck do you want them to stay so they can be your punching bag? So these old sack chasers can have the first and only right of refusal. No, nigga, you gonna stay. You gonna stay so we can make fun of you. Sometimes brothers don't want to have to go through that shit. Even if they look like a Oompa Loompa, a tall Oompa Loompa, or shit, Tweedledum or Tweedledummer, even if they look like that shit, they still have their right to happiness, just like you got your right to happiness. Shit. So what if they don't want to be here? Get away from us, you dweeb. You nerd. Yeah, because we're a race of people that think being cool is better than being productive. We want to be cool. Even us successful men that step on this platform want to be cool. I want to be cool. I'm gonna be cool with the hoes. That's a major problem. So the whack ones, the nerds, the lames, the educated lames, like that y'all like to say, will get their passport. Now I will say this: if you whack over here in America, you'll be whack everywhere else. You'll just be whack in a different language. And a lot of those females can't figure it out. Don't listen to these jealous B-Dubs over here. All of them ain't dumb third world and just want a passport. I mean, excuse me, just want a green card. Or just trying to beat you out your money. If you're going over there to trick, hey, you know what? If you can navigate like that, brother, more power to you. But be careful. But we call these dudes whack. We call them lame. and then they decide they want to leave. So they can be no longer our problem. And we run behind them, chasing them and shouting and calling them names. So what's up with that? The fact that he got a passport and he got money to travel doesn't allow you or necessitate you treating him like a lower life form? Because we're not treating the women like that. I mean, I ain't saying treat women like lower life forms for traveling. But why you want the brothers to stay all of a sudden? Why all you cool ass people all of a sudden want these guys to stay? Why you want them to stay? They're whack. They're making you look bad. I don't want to be seen around those guys. I'm too cool. Why you want them to stay? Is ass backwards thinking like that? Shit. Brothers was already outsourcing without passports. We penalize intelligence. When it comes to black men, we penalize intelligence. I hate them two words, educated lane. That's why these motherfuckers be going to work for other folks where they can get a six-figure salary and a white woman. Then y'all want to get mad about that because once again, it's an indictment of this stupid community. Once again, nobody wants to be around you. And then I know what some of y'all are saying. But Kevin, we don't want to be around them. And then why are they occupying your brain space 20 out of 24 hours a day? These passport bros really bother me. Can you imagine being a black man? Being a black man with a passport. I mean, you in one of these exotic places and stuff, you know, wherever doing you salsa dancing with the chicas and stuff. And you like, oh, I'm having a good time. All of a sudden, you go take a piss. You go in the bathroom. Next thing you know, you hear some door kick down behind you, and this right here is going on. Put the dick down. Put it down. Lower it. Lower it, goddammit. Get on the ground now. Like, for real? This is exactly what these motherfuckers want to do. They want to dick police you. This is the only important thing that black people feel like they do on a day-to-day basis on social media. Having access to the fucking internet, which might get taken away from us real soon if that case goes through. If you know anything about Gonzalez versus Google LLC, which I believe is stupid, but hey, stupid things sometimes work. But if it is taken, did we deserve it in the first place anyway? We actually think it's productive to dick police young men from traveling. And then we spread these narratives so bad, the insecure men of other cultures see a black man coming, and then they want to kill the dudes. Oh, they think they're finna bring their BBCs over here and take our women. Like, shoot, that's just about as stupid as trying to beg the women in Western culture to act right. But hey, their country. See, this is why there should be tighter systems of entry as far as the black community, the ta goes. There should be tighter systems of entry. We shouldn't be so willing or quickly and readily accepting other groups into our fold like we always do. Motherfucker always trying to discard a black man. The black men are your physical strength. Why y'all trying to discard so many black men? Motherfuckers act like, oh, I'm the coolest. You need to be trying to be friends with me. Nigga, you ain't good enough for that. Treat people how you want to be treated. And I'm talking to males and females. Shoot, females don't treat brothers worth a damn over here anyway. There are very few of them. But, for the general consensus, I've seen too much crap coming out of y'all mouths. Too many thoughts being expressed. And hell, some brothers don't even get to the stage where they experience that firsthand from you. They see how you present yourselves on the internet, and then they say, nah, I'm getting my passport. I'm a traveler. I'm going to see this world. My life ain't got to be full of negative BS. That's what they call turning a negative into a positive. Negativity in your life growing up can be a motivator for success. Excuse me. The kid that's working, like the kid that grows up in poor circumstances in a bad neighborhood, that decides at a very early age that he is not going to ever have to experience that in his adulthood. I better work hard now, so I won't be in that when I get to be my parents' age. Sometimes I will say, in the case of single moms, you know, kids are motivated to do better so they won't end up like that. Those are the stories that are not told, or are barely emphasized on. The kid that rose out of poverty, because I mean, we want to make these points, and we can be very guilty of cherry picking. I know what the vast majority. I know what happens in the vast majority of the time. Most of the time, I know what happens, but you know, I'm just trying to make the point that sometimes strength from within and perseverance can get you out of a situation that you were raised in. Once you realize that you ain't got to give up. When you don't give up, you win. And I'll tell you this, for your sake, black man, it takes a thick skin to do so. Because you could get taught your entire life that everybody black's supposed to be on everybody black side. And then when you grow up amongst actual black folks, when you have the courage, you would admit to yourself that everything that everyone is telling me is utter bullshit. And that is not your fault. The people lying to you, that's their fault. But a lot of us have the mental capacity to decide that we are going to rise above that, especially when we get into certain older ages. And sometimes that decision leads to, you know what the fuck I'm gonna do? While I'm young enough, I'm gonna get a passport and I'm gonna travel. Believe me, your average black man with a passport is thought of in 2023 as a very negative thing. And it ain't even about getting away from black women in general. They go get black women in other countries. They're still black for whatever reason. If you don't embody that reasoning, then shut the fuck up. Because like many of us have already decided what kind of people we're gonna be. And if a lot of females don't want to be fit, feminine, and friendly, what you complain about a dude with a passport going to get somebody else for? You got rid of that nigga. You didn't want him in the first place. He gone with no effort. I'm a little kind of like sometimes I do get sick being the volunteer to try to be the voice of reason, because there's a lot of motherfuckers that just decide that they just want to hold on to their stupidity and continue to cry about this, which is an insane waste of time. It really is. Because when those brothers were here, we had just forget, for every passport brother is a black man who had uh who had whom let me say it right, whom black people had first access to. So we had every chance with every black person to build a community, to build a ta. And there's a lot of talent wasted that could have been used here. But see, we're so focused on the bullshit and being cool to the point where we lose most of our strong talent. And then we're stuck worshiping the people who we see on TV. Oh, that's an accomplished black person. Yeah, let me give them recognition so I can look black. Yay, Vice President Kamala Harris. Yay. Boy, I tell you the truth. We are an intriguing people sometimes, but you know what? I would not want to be any other race except black. We have issues, but still it's not enough. It's just that at this point, many of us are deciding as individuals what we want to do. And due to the reasoning that is on display, I can barely blame these folks now. I I can barely blame it. I can barely blame anybody at this point. And this is not just about love and relationships, even though I will say this again, the relationship convo is the most popular conversation on social media in black spaces. You know, you got some entertainment channels that are pretty popular, but most of it is relationship and social issues. And I believe that the faster all of these so-called technical successful brothers, the faster they get over it, the better. Make your if you want to guide people in the right direction, my suggestion is make your content attractive. But to sit up there and be on some trauma bonding shit, like crying about passport bros 20, 30 fucking times a day, hey, you can't sit up there and and be upset about what the black manosphere talks about if all you do is waste your fucking time talking about a motherfucker minding his own business and traveling to a different country. Why don't people think that shit is weird? Oh, here's excuses I done heard. Well, they troll us. We're just trolling them back. I mean, I haven't seen one passport bro that makes uh 50 tweets, makes bam 30 or 40 Facebook posts a fucking day, frequent YouTube channels that's talking about this shit in a negative light. I haven't seen one passport bro really focus on other groups of people like that. All they're saying is, hey, you know what? Since and many of them do say that, since we can't find happiness over here, we're just gonna turn a negative to a positive and go out here and see this world. What this world has to offer. No, they talking about they wanna get married and all they wanna do is trick. Okay. One of these old sissy dudes that complain about passport bro. Kevin, why don't you focus on investing some stock and building wealth for your family? I was like, sure, that's great advice, but why don't you take your own advice instead of trying to hang around peanut galleries that dick police black men for traveling? You stupid fuck. You insincere fuck. Oh, I tell you, motherfuckers, I swear. Yeah. If y'all so mad at passport bros, why don't y'all turn the ta in this into this utopian paradise? Make people regret leaving. Oh, it's all good over here. We're having parties where fights don't break out. Shoot, we having roast sessions where we shake hands at the end and get drunk together, and we just having a good time, and there's nothing ever popping off. Shoot, we support each other's businesses. We create jobs for each other. Shoot, we go home to peaceful home. We go home to peaceful wives. Shoot, that's my challenge. That's my challenge to all these old dick police. Why don't you make the TA into this utopian paradise that we all could love and nobody would want to leave? Hell, man, I ain't gotta go to Brazil and watch them shake some ass and be friendly with me and shit. Shit, I could just stay over here in this utopian paradise that we established over here, where everyone is living good and prosperous, and the black dollar get to stay in a community and circulate at least 6 times. That's like all this bullshit complaining about somebody leaving, and there's no volunteers to step up and help make the community, the TA, into a utopia. Just want to sit around and whine. Oh, oh my God, they got their passports. They're listening to Kevin Samuels. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I can think. I swear, I can think of at least 500 things that I could be doing besides dick policing. Minimum 500. Y'all want me to name all 500? Give me a one if you like. Hell no, I ain't got time to listen to all. You sure it's 500 things? Yeah, at least 500. I think 359 is ripping my big toenail off with a pair of pliers. You know. But why? Why haven't we made this? Why haven't we made this community into a utopia? We always complain about dudes leaving, dudes wanting to marry outside. Shit. We're always complaining, but hey, we're not giving anybody an incentive. And let me look at these comments. That man has made it very clear that he does not want to hear me list 500 things. But let me see. I look at these comments. I have a habit of not looking at comments, and I got a super chat from Azrael, first of his name. Really appreciate it, brother. During our All-Star break, they spent $2 million at Magic City and other strip clubs. But yeah, passport bros are definitely a problem, right? LOL. Okay, we thanks for the super chat. First of all, really appreciate any super chats or anything y'all give me. Oh yeah, special thanks to Greg. I saw that super thanks you put under one of my videos. I think it was a short, but yeah, really appreciate y'all support and believe me, this is not a grift to me, but because I know that a lot of people out there are saying that about this space in particular. But yeah, I mean, you drop 2 million in Magic City. What are you doing? I mean, shit. That's like that's like an investment with no return. I mean, sure, you'll see cheeks clapping. I mean, hopefully those cheeks haven't been clapping for a couple hours, but shit. Yeah, I mean, and I think when the football club down there, the soccer team, I think when they won their championship, that they dropped a lot of money in Magic City. Yeah, Yakuza, like a Dragon series, generation official. Get those passports, black man. Flies to another country. It's lots of beautiful women around the world. Uh, Bunch of letters and SYSBM passport bros. See, that's why they mad. That's why they mad because see, they consider you saying that right there on the screen. I don't care. I don't care. I find it very amusing. Uh, they consider that they consider that you trolling them. So they got their reasons to be obsessed over the whole passport bro thing. And it's an obsession, it's a very popular obsession. So, you know, you just what you just did, Yakuza, is produce about 20 more broadcasts where people are yapping, passport bro, why? Why are they leaving? Why? You know, we didn't want those dusties anyway. We don't care. 1 hour later, we still don't care. Like, huh? Connie Chong Black, what's going on? Kev, do you know the sisters are traveling a lot also and marrying foreign men? I disagree with it all, but that's just me. Hey, you know what? I don't even disagree with that. Go where you're appreciated. If you find somebody overseas, who am I at the end of the day to tell you that you are not allowed to be happy with a foreign woman or in the woman's case a foreign man or however you swing. But I'm implying straightness, so Charles D. Curry, what is up? I heard an elder occultist exorcist teaching black man said back in the mid 90s, and he said, we done been there and done that and got the t shirt. Mm-hmm. Yep. Shoot. But hey, we can all keep dealing with that foolishness all we want. I think that I think that we gravitate toward foolishness because we've been programmed to be conditioned, and I know this is kind of babble, but we've been conditioned to have boring lives. And anything that outside of that, especially we see it on if we see it on TV, is exciting, and only a few people are worthy of that. Then when your average everyday black man, which you look at as a lower life form, gets a passport and say "fuck you niggas," then you get mad. We all get mad. Not me. I don't give a fuck. I could care less about a man traveling. Just as I hope he come back safe. The disgusting part though is the people who are celebrating when a black man with a passport gets killed in another country. And we've seen this quite a few times. And the people who talk about this act like they try to gaslight you into believing that they're just telling a cautionary tale. But it's disdain for black men. It's just more and more of that is more of the same shit that people try to believe that we're crazy that in implying that this actually goes on. Yes. Mm. Yep. Celebration of death. That's something. I mean, because we're once again, like I said, we're overly sensitive. Somebody dies doing something that we don't want them to do, like speaking their mind or I don't know, having women call in just to be upset about the truth. We, in fact, believe that person deserved to die over saying stuff. Not genocidal maniacs, not racist people who participated in lynch mobs. None of that shit. But black men, yeah. How dare you? How dare you tell me the truth? Roguish the Billmonger. What is up? See, he's still at the gig. He must be wrapping it up, getting him some YouTubing in before the night comes to an end. Yeah, I'm just talking about. I'm not talking about the passport bros now. Now I'm not going. I'm gonna keep it 100. No pun intended to Marcus Aurelius, but yeah, I've said my things about guys like that. Just keep it real. Don't act like you've gone over there and got treated like a golden god just because you're black, you're a man, you're from America, and you're anticipating that the reputation of the BBC will precede you, so it won't be that tough. I've said that. I said not too far back in this broadcast, which I'm not even at an hour yet, but I'm approaching it, that if you are whack over here in the United States, you will be whack elsewhere, and it will translate to them. They're not as stupid as you think they are. Just like they have been showing that these B dubs who've been hating on them, because the foreign women have been looking at what American women and American black women have been saying about them, and it's primarily American black women calling these women dusty, saying they're from third world countries, they're dirty, they don't know how to bathe, they're just desperate for a man, they're too stupid to understand what these passport bros are all about. And like, especially the Asian ones, they've been making videos like, oh, okay, well, since since you want to say all this, let me go ahead and yeah, I'm from this country, but I speak perfect English, so I can understand that man that's coming over here to look for people like me, and we welcome them. Them women been clapping back hard, and let your average hating ass B dub tell it. Them women don't want nobody, don't want no black man over there. Shoot, my dad even tried to put up an argument like, oh, them African girls, they say they do not want American black men. I said, Dad, I've actually spoken to people that are over there. They say different. But, we never can really know until we go over there and experience that stuff ourselves. So for black men who are single, then the sky's the limit. Get your passport and go see see go see the stuff that I want to see. But I can't really see it because I'm in a committed marriage. Go see what the hype is in Ghana, in Nigeria. But hey, take advice from people who are actually over there first. Do your research. That's why it helps having a YouTube channel. Shoot, go to Brazil. Be careful because you got feminism running around down there. But you can't stop nobody from traveling to come see your place. It's bad for the economy in that place, especially if it's a travel spot. People only think about their personal feels. Shoot. But you passport bros, my suggestion is to you is to, and you move how you want to move, but tell the whole story. Give the brothers the caution as well as the perks. Tell them about the spots they can't go in because a lot of these brothers end up in spots they can't go in, like Malcolm X's son a few years ago got killed somewhere in Mexico. And the fact of the matter is, one thing I did see wrong with black folks is nobody cared to really push the issue of what happened to him. Y'all remember that? I think his name was Malcolm Shabazz. He was the kid that accidentally set that fire that killed his grandmother. But he grew up and he kind of became an activist, and then he looked like he was kind of going toward the way that his famous grandfather was going, but he got killed in Mexico. The thing is, black folks didn't look enough into that. Were we afraid? RPM, what is up? Were we afraid? Were we afraid to ask what happened to this man? Or you know, today they would have called him a passport bro. He was down there doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing. I don't know. Maybe he was. Maybe he did get caught up in the wrong spot and decided that he was going to stand up for himself. Oh, gringo, and then he got mad about that, and then just got mad with the wrong people, and that's what happened. You never really got the full story on what happened to him. Dang one, what's going on? Saying these hoes go to Jamaica and shit. They need to shut the whole fuck up. Shit, going down there looking for Dexter St. Jock. I mean, look, as much as they may need to shut the fuck up, they're not going to. Gentleman rated, do you think it was a government job or pure coincidence? Could be both. Get rid of every trace of that legacy. Shoot. They send us to do the dirty work. The ones who sent the ones who sent those guys to assassinate Malcolm X, those are the ones that should be worried about. Or the guys above the guys that sent the guys to kill Malcolm X. Those are the ones that we should be worried about. And I think that we as a people, we did not do our due diligence to make sure that we could put fixes in place to prevent such. We didn't. We were afraid. We put ourselves at the mercy of a community. No, 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 no. Not a community. We put ourselves at the mercy of a culture easily. And we expect everybody to stay for that. Was the black Vietnam vets afraid when they were overseas and the Vietnamese said, y'all good, pass through? I thought it was legend until I heard a vet say it. Oh, okay. So, yeah, like, nah, if you sit up here letting black dudes just pass through and saying, hey, you know what, guys? You're not our problem. If you and I think anybody in that situation where they're hearing a friend of theirs die every other day, if if they were given that kind of a pass, yeah, take that shit. Damn, peace, shit, peace is better than war. Shoot, I I've heard a story or two like that. I have. I if I can vaguely remember, but yeah, I've had conversations with old vets. Yes, you're not our problem. And shoot, man, and for the way we were getting treated, especially in those times, shit, yeah, I would suggest any black man should have taken that pass. Why go in guns a blazing? I'm fighting for the country, and then get called nigger when you come back. Yeah, hybrid. Look, Connie Chong Black. Here's the thing, Kev. You can't keep having these one-sided conversations. I mean, we have rebuttals. When are you going to invite some of the ladies over for a balanced point of view? I never said women could stay away. I never said it. I called this channel Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Is because number one, I'm a black man. Number two, black men need to take charge of something. Stop giving every fucking thing away. Yes, we as black men historically have always let women into the convo, and I never said women had to stay away. I never said that. But one thing that we have to understand and deal with is pushback. Pushback doesn't mean that you can't have your point of view. You are as welcome here as anyone watching. And if more ladies want to come over, I don't have to go out there and invite them. And sometimes, hell, I have a whole Facebook group. I did nothing but promote this channel inside of that Facebook group, which was 25K at the time. And I had most black people telling me, nah, nah, nigga, what you want me to do? Give you an algorithm? You may say something I disagree with. I mean, that's life, bro. So yeah, I've done this like I've had this channel for 5 almost 5 years. It's been 5 years. It was 5 years as of February 22nd. And it's like and it's like this. It's like I didn't really go out seeking the black manosphere. The black manosphere kind of found us. So it was, is whatever the general consensus of the black manosphere is, which I don't believe there is a general consensus at all, like people try to make it out to be, then it was never my intention to isolate women. And when I drop that link, a lady can hit the link. There have been plenty of females that hit that link. It's just that a lot of the wrong guys were on the panel and acting like she was the topic. I like personally, I don't like that. I've seen women on your channel before. You know I came and go. Y'all make my blood pressure high. Okay, okay. Let me. I kind of broke myself. Yes, I don't agree the way a lot of guys carried on whenever women hit the panel, because we talk about like how women don't have their emotions in check, and then when just like when they say something that we slightly disagree with, then there'll always be a man on the panel that will prove that he doesn't have his emotions in check. My grandiose vision for black men is that we deal with things better emotionally. It doesn't mean that you have to take insults. It doesn't. So I understand where you're coming from. I'm not going to agree with every guy that comes up to this panel, and not just because there are these Taz types or these Q Butter types or whoever, like, or these honest truth types. It doesn't have to necessarily be them. It could be someone who they say that they are for the space and for the black manosphere, but they're like, but they're also like these black men is like, oh, we should like it. Look, guys, look, I am for the empowerment of black men, and I do believe that when black men say that we let women into the space, that comes from a very hypocritical point of view. So I never ever I never ever said women weren't welcome, but black men and black women, we have to learn how to deal with pushback a little bit better. And I will say that also for the guys who spaz out when females show up. It is not a good look for black men. I'll be the first one to say that. This is a platform that I intended for black men to take front and center. But the thing is, though, we can't be speaking from a position of weakness. I'm not going to beg anybody for anything. You can be a trooper, you can get to stepping. It doesn't have to be on my terms all the time. Sometimes you're going to have to be on somebody else's terms. And that's just the way life is. So let me get back to the topic. And guys, like, look, don't pile on Connie. I hate when I go into spaces and I have to deal with 30 people at once. I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, um, I do personally have the ability to deal with 20 to 30 people at once. So, roguish. A lot of these cats turn into what I call bitch battlers. Lame cats that just in it so they can glean or acquire some debate material. And then they don't even use a talking point concisely. It comes out like, what Donnie says a lot, nigga babble. Well, the beat up, she's not friend like that dude we was listening to, like that went on Kendra G's program. Forgot his name that quickly. Jalen. Man, Kev, I am good. These are my brothers. I don't take this personnel. I like coming over here. All right, then, cool. Cool. Yeah, I like you being here. I like all of y'all being here, and I really wish there were more people for y'all to swap conversation with. But is that I have to be the change that I want to see. So is think about what that means. I don't watch Cynthia G. Yeah, Cynthia G is for someone who hasn't acquired too many brain cells in the first place, and then turn around destroying their brain cells, trusting white men and their drugs. Yeah, but well, let's it's an hour and 8. Yeah, hybrid, hybrid. One thing that I get that too. That is truth. That's he said. We don't throw insults. We state facts and talk about black men improving and being the best version of ourselves. Connie Chong Black, you have to understand. She's been around for a little bit. So whenever someone spazzes out, like let me tell you something. Goldie and the one that came up with the petition to try to get rid of Kevin Samuels, and everybody really thought I thought it was funny because she didn't follow it up at all. And there were these a lot, and then a lot of black folks, majority being women, signed that petition. I was like, you stupid bitches, stop that shit. But yeah, Goldie came over here one night, and everybody dogpiled on her, would barely give her a chance to speak. And I'm sitting up here like, look, these broadcasts are 2 hours. Shut the fuck up for 1 minute. That's just how I am about it. You broadcast are 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. You mean you tell me y'all can't shut the fuck up for 1 minute and watch it bury yourself? That's what I be trying to get. If they're truly wrong, they bury themselves immediately. It won't take any effort. It won't take any amount of screaming. Yeah, Cynthia G. I don't really talk too much about Cynthia G. For real, because like I said, I don't agree with 99% of what she says. I don't care. I don't give a damn if she's a female. It's like myself. If you're an adult that is of age on these platforms, like I got through just saying, you got to get used to getting some pushback. It even scares me at how little pushback I saw Sir Ism earlier. What's going on, brother? It even kind of bothers me a little bit as to how little pushback I get. Not to say that I don't receive pushback. I am a hated individual on Facebook. People steer clear of me because they don't want to be associated with me. That's how hated I am. And I don't. It's like I don't speak different on Facebook than I do here. It's just that when people insult me, I insult back, and my insults cut a little bit deeper. I've never really had to do that here. You saw a glimpse of it last week, but that was just a glimpse. There's a full motherfucker behind that. A full on motherfucker. I think RPM is bear witness to some of that. If like because it's like this. Anything that's counterproductive to the narrative of the black community, I will push back on. It's like niggas need to stop saying, "Oh, the fathers ain't there, the fathers ain't there," because you are the age that you're the fathers right now. You're the fathers. And no matter how many times the CDC got to say black fathers are the best, we always have some whore pushing back on it, you know. So yeah, so goddamn, dang one. Make clear. Let's make it clear. He's talking about Kendra D. He's not talking about the Crimson Cure. Crimson Cure, you know, she's gained a ton of momentum. But yeah, get back to the passport thing. Why is the passport thing making so many black people insecure? Think about a people who you see on a regular basis trying to strive to get the approval of other groups. It is a very liberal way of thinking. It's a very liberal way of thinking. Say, for instance, when the TV says repeatedly that we have to support, help, and protest on behalf of a certain individual, a certain group, who is usually the first people that are on it? We are. Unless the group is championing themselves, we as blacks will be the first people on it. Even for like the I would say even for the Black Lives Matter protests, we're on it. But it has to be highly publicized on television in order for us to actually give a fuck. Because there have been plenty of stories of young black men being killed, and we're not out in them streets like that. And I'm not saying every time be out in the streets. You have to try to change things at a legislative level. And even sometimes that doesn't work because the people we push up and exalt into that, they have a way of forgetting about us as soon as they get there. So what the fuck do we do that actually is going to work? And my answer for that one is common goddamn sense. It's the only way. If we can't get it political wise, and I'm not discouraging that. Shoot, just use common sense. If a situation is harmful to someone and you are better off being productive for yourself, then why not choose the productivity? Alrighty. Like they say, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house. Yep. Yeah. I mean, shoot, why are my insults cutting so deep? If you, number one, insult me first, I would actually, I'm so hated, I would actually get, it's like, kill, man, why you starting fights with people? I'm like, they came for me first. Stop playing victim, man. You want people to feel sorry for you. I said, well, that's why I don't like you fuckers. You kiss my ass. Like, you know, that be it right there. It is so simple to make a decision like that. I just don't fuck with you niggas. I mean, somebody else who's single with no kids would probably go get a fucking passport and leave this bitch. Who wants to deal with that crap? Just because you tell the truth or you won't take insults, you won't be somebody's punching bag. You won't allow people to bully you. Because I tell you, black people, we're the worst bullies on the planet. We are the worst bullies on the planet. We bully someone, we call them a victim for retaliating, and then we become the victim. That is some of the worst bullying I've ever seen. It's like, damn, niggas can't do shit right. We can't even bully correct. Shit. How does that make you feel knowing that someone just said that about black people? We can't even bully correctly. Why? What do you want to call me a COON for pointing that out? Because see, somebody like me, a black man, they believe that leadership is me telling you everything you want to fucking hear. They believe that leadership is pacifying the fuck out of you for being a fuck up who hates your own kind. They believe that leadership is me making all this money and gaining all these resources just to give them the fuck away to a bunch of people who's not going to not only not appreciate it, but scoff on your effort by not taking care of business anyway. Who wants to be a part of a system that does not fucking work? So stay mad. Stay mad all you want because I don't want to build with people like that. And I think as a black man, if you want to build around dysfunction, you are stupid. If you want to stay in dysfunction, you are stupid. Even if you decide to stay in the United States, you ain't got to be around dysfunction. Fuck these people. Let them be dysfunctional on their own. I know a lot of us do care. I care. I care because I'm raising a child in it. And that does not make me more important than you. Just saying. Connie Chung Black with the super chat. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate you being a part of what we're doing over here. I think people give black women content creators too much credit. We know they will say whatever it takes for views and coin. They are only a small percent of the amazing black women that are out there. Yeah, there are some very amazing black women that are out there, but there are a bunch of cheap skanks that's making them look terrible. It really is. Is making y'all look terrible. I believe Connie Chong Black that you're just a black woman with an opinion. Yeah, and if you didn't want to, and if you really had bad intent, you probably would have shown it by now. So I appreciate that super chat. You appreciate any of the support that anyone gives me. So hurry up and buy. What is up? Hurry up and buy. So at what point should I start calling y'all day ones? Not Dane one, no pun intended. I don't know. Do I just because y'all been around this long, should I consider y'all day ones? Because I mean, true day one is someone that's been here ever since I started the channel. But I'm just gonna start calling a lot of like hybrid day one, Robish the Billmonger day one. Hurry up and buy day one. Phil Brad wherever he's at day one. RPM, you're not quite day one, but you deserve day one treatment. Shoot. Uh, but yeah, it's just glad for y'all to be here. Day one. It's only B Dub who do this shit to black men. Put us down, tell us we ain't shit, but get mad when we take our love elsewhere. Shoot. I mean, that's halfway accurate. It's not only at this point. In 2023, they got simp lords out there that's doing their dirty work for them. So that Ika Jimmy day one. Yeah, Ika Jimmy. Yeah, Ika Jimmy is a day one. Matty Ghost is a day one. Matty Ghost just disappeared one day. But we remember you over here, fella. We do. Phil Brad, yep. Day one. Y'all the day one crew. So yeah, so when others start to come around, and it's a matter of when, not if, you'll be treated like the day one. Which means that someone that Longo Savage, that's another one. That's another one. He's been around for a long, long time. So yeah. Long live. Long live. They ain't want simp lords. Yeah, simp lords. Yeah, simp lords. They just, I don't know what's wrong with them guys, man. You know, these simp lords, they anybody now. I used to think that simp lords were guys that just did it just to get some attention of someone with a vagina, but it's more than that. It really is. It's guys who his husbands, his boyfriends, it's the sons of single mothers. In many cases, it's the sons of two parent homes. Yeah, they're all kinds now. Sun is hot, raw. What is up? What is going on? Appreciate it. He Sun is hot, raw. You were the only guy until a couple days ago that has ever given me a super thanks. Now you and Greg share that distinguishment. And for those of you who don't know what a super thanks is a way of giving a super chat on a pre-recorded video. Yeah, they just make up all kinds of ways for you to get paid on this platform. Yeah, and yeah, according to some, that's what's ruining the space. Yeah, these guys are a trip. But hey, you know what? Like I said, you gotta have a thick skin if you want to step up here and do your thing because there are always gonna be people that's hating on you. Always. And if somebody hating, you doing something right. This man right here. Shoot. Oh, look at this. Hey, I'm gonna read y'all a Facebook post that I just ran across. I kind of multitask a bit. Um, as I'm talking to y'all, just like really, I was looking to see how many passport bro insults that I could see before. Yeah, but this is about the manosphere, and this is a woman who doesn't show her face. She said that the majority of manosphere content creators are unattractive, and she said Alpha Male Strategies and Steph is Cold are the only two who look decent. Mediocre tutorials is nice looking, but he sound corny. He talks like nerd and wears glasses. Well, okay, here's the point I wanted to make with that. This shows how limited. I don't care about what she said about looks, whatever. I mean, women are gonna judge men's looks forever and ever, and those are only the insecure ones that can't even show the face themselves. I bet you that bitch look like a bag of burgers and bacon. But here's the limited thinking that we have in the black community. Like we think that just because you wear glasses that you're somehow a nerd. It has nothing to do with your limited sight, which is stupid. Or you have gray in your beard, or you have one gray in your hair. All of a sudden, you're old and you got one foot in the grave. Oh, you're walking on a cane. Oh, you should be taking your Geritol and having an early bedtime. Okay, okay. Here's another one. That wasn't Mac. What up, Yamcha 11? Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me give you another little limited spectrum thought. Just because you're a white guy, you can say a few rap lyrics in the sequence that they are said in the rap song that you're somehow a cool person and want to be black. Oh, here's the kicker. If you're a passport bro, you're an international trick that couldn't handle a strong, independent black women's. Alongo Savage said, "Is that chick 12 years old? She might as well be." I mean, just bitching over and over again. This is just, it is just like, huh? Like, who's checking for you for real, babe? Who's checking for you? Bro, this crap is hilarious. Yeah. It's like, I didn't know that, like, we were gonna spend that everybody was gonna spend all this time on the Passport Bros. Like Yamcha, like your boy Pete tried to explain. Your boy Corey. I'm not gonna say his last name because I don't want people. They Corey has a passport, and as much and as friendly as he is to them same pieces of garbage that came at my family, they turned against him too. Shit, him and other people started spreading that plantation bro shit. That shit is so funny. That shit is so. They calling dudes plantation bros now. I mean, shit, you had it coming. You had it coming. Basically, y'all dudes want to stay over here. Y'all on the plantation. That shit is hilarious. Shoot. Y'all gonna start hearing that around YouTube here in a little bit. Plantation Bros. I expect Pablo Fresco Bar to use it any day now. Son is hot rock, correct? Like a slave. Like a slave. Yeah, they think they own us. Y'all gonna start making me speak like a nerd. Y'all done brought Yamcha 11. Let me tell you about Yamcha 11. He does all his business overseas, and he's a military guy, so that doesn't narrow it down. But the reason why he calls himself Yamcha is because Yamcha is his favorite DBZ character. Like in the video games, is an inside joke with Yamcha because it's like if there's like a fighting game and Yamcha's a character, Yamcha is badass as fuck. like like you got Yamcha beating damn Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. Like ain't no motherfucking way. It's like get the fuck out of here. But since Yamcha on screen is one of the weaker characters, he has a cool fighting set. But it's just that he like Krillin, he kind of wrong place, wrong time. Yamcha will always be the first guy that died in the sand conflict. What a damn shame. He's the first guy. He beat that same Cyberman's ass, but that Cyberman had just a little bit left in him. A little bit too much for Yamcha. Yamcha, you're a 10 sidekick. 10 is just slightly more powerful than Yamcha, but be getting did all the same ways. Only thing I get a 10 is that he was able to hang in a sparring match with Goku and Gohan. Like, yeah, he was on Team Goku, and it was him versus Piccolo and Gohan. They were beating the shit out of him. Like Goku and Gohan even powered up a little bit. Tien was like, "Huh? Well, hold up, whoa, you finna start out? No, this is too much. The hell, no, I'm finna leave. No, he ain't say I'm finna leave. Shit, man. And then to make it so bad, Krillin is the most powerful human. Man, Krillin, I remember when Nappa knocked him out with an explosion that didn't even hit him. Like the American writers were so stupid back then. They was like, Krillin has this special ability. Whenever he's knocked out, he falls real slow to the ground. I'm like, y'all get y'all asses up out of here with that bullshit. But yeah, I'm off the subject, y'all. What the fuck is 10? 10, okay, if you know anything about Dragon Ball Z, 10 is the three-eyed guy. He's the guy with the three eyes. and had the little clown looking guy following him around. Yeah, he was the guy in the sand fight that blew himself up but didn't manage to kill anybody but himself. Goodbye, 10. Bro, Bowman sloppy seconds. How Bowman sloppy seconds? Like I always seen Bowman is like she upgraded. Like, for real. If her ex and her current boyfriend fought, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Plus, she's a smart chick. That's a chick that can fix your car for free. And D Scott, and I never watched DBZ. Yeah, it was kind of timing for me. But 10 was fighting with one arm and still died. He he tried to kill the very guy Chaozu got tried to kill. It's like you ain't learned nothing from Chaozu, motherfucker. You ain't gonna be able to do it either. But anyway, you done got in the young child got the glass chick he upgraded. LOL. Okay, if you want to talk about looks, but you talk about the smartest woman in the world, ending up with the ending up with the galaxy conquering Pookie. All right, let me stop. I've gotten off subject. All right, guys. The point is, at the end of the day, is that we in this community are some overly sensitive motherfuckers, and we feel rejected by rejects. People we rejected. See, that's not supposed to happen like that. See, it reminds me of the episode of Saved by the Bell that all of them went to the movies, and Screech, he had his big ass crush on Lisa. And the funny part about it is he had this crush on Lisa until Lisa actually started talking to him. And she was talking during the movie. And Screech was like, nah, fuck that. Lisa's reaction is she couldn't handle being rejected. The thing is, when you reject somebody, they're not supposed to reject you back. They're just supposed to feel bad, go in this corner, and find some way to move on. Brothers aren't doing that anymore. Brothers are saying that I'm going to take the advice given to me by certain people, even if they were being insincere. I'm going to go out and see this place, not let this negative bullshit I'm surrounded with be my reality, but to go see the world and widen my scope, widen my vision, widen my perspective. And little do these brothers know in making this move that they will have a community of people that will still try to reject them. The passport bros. Oh, they this. Oh, they that. Oh my God. Oh, the passport bros is making me miserable just by existing. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and laugh. Black men want the right of refusal. Son is hot Rob back on DBZ. But to be fair, Kev, most of the Z fighters are aliens and gods. So for Yamcha to Krillin to even have them, yeah, it is. Facts, facts. I did say Krillin was the strongest human, whereas he can't hang with Goku. If General Tao tried to come to Krillin with that shit, General Tao gets spanked. So, yeah. Except for the androids who are Earth based. Yeah, those are an exception. Okay. Yeah, and Hybrid said it. Black men want the right of refusal. They want the first and only right of refusal. They want to keep rejecting you. You're there for their ego. Once you're no longer there for their ego, they might actually have to take some accountability. And we know how we are with accountability, especially the B Dub. Passport bros got B Dub tripping hard. Yep, they tripping so hard. Simp lords are stepping in. How dare how dare you? Goku is an example of what happened when you. I mean, shit. Goku is a nah. I wouldn't say Goku is a passport, bro. His father shipped him off because his planet was about to be blown up. To be fair, besides, Goku don't need a passport. He can fly anywhere he want. All they gotta do is teleport. What customs gonna do? Leave the airport? How you get here? Goddamn it! Yeah, but like, yeah, I think I didn't complete this thought. Since I thought that they we they would be finished with the passport bro conversation by now, but we just display that we're just a hurt people, and it's for everyone to see. And as much as I say this shit needs to stop, it probably isn't. It probably isn't. Can we stop the bullshit? Sure, but y'all ain't going to. So anyway, I'm done with this. Good luck out there, passport bros. You are getting all of the attention in the world, and somebody on the outside looking in, such as myself, think that shit is hilarious. Keep up the good work. Keep these dumb people triggered until they understand that it is more important things to life than trying to sit up there and dick police somebody. You hear that? Dick police. People are so dumb. Don't be dumb just like them. Shit. So anyway, that's it for now. That's it for now. Join me for tomorrow night's broadcast unless there's a change of plans. Basically, I'm going to give my perspective on what I believe could happen to Black history within the next 100 years. By the year 2123. That's 100 years from now. Just funny how we used to perceive Black history versus how people in the future might perceive Black history. Who is going to be the figureheads that we speak of? Will there be more like Daniel Hale Williams and Ralph David Abernathy and Matthew Henson? Guys like that, or what I'm going to break down tomorrow night. So hopefully I will see you guys there for another Any Given Sunday. So that's it for now. Look at these comments one last time. Yeah. Well, passport bros are fighting back by unveiling the passport holes activities overseas. But and another thing, man, it's like I know that shit is true. You know that shit is true. It's like what they're saying these brothers gonna do. These women has been doing for years. But here's the thing though. Most of us look at life through the lens of a bitch. Not saying you guys in particular. Most black men do. Most black men look at life through the eyes of their mama, and we know it. So we all, no matter, Patrice O'Neal even said it. No matter how bad these women do, is going to be perceived as good, and no matter how good these men do, is going to be perceived as bad. That's what I'm talking about. We know there's a level of utter hypocrisy that is present there. We know this. We know this, but one day we just look. One day we're gonna have to get tired of explaining ourselves. It's just that simple. But it is what it is. So anyway, my aunt used to go see a Jamaican Negro named Melvin back in the '90s. See, but just like they don't want to be at fault for black men leaving, they'll blame us in a minute for them leaving. It's just screwy all the way around. But Anyway, enough for now. That's it. Thank you guys once again for sharing in this with me. Thank you guys for the super chats. That I really appreciate that. And I am out of here. And get this, guys. I say it every broadcast, and I'm gonna say it again. Long live the habitual line steppers, and when you don't quit, you win. Till the next time, peace.